everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time, once again, doing another Christmas review. And this one is on the Disney film, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Now, as you know, I'll Be Home for Christmas is a 1998 Christmas family comedy film that is meant to feature Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who voiced young Simba in the animated Lion King film, as Jake Wilkinson. And I think the point of Jake's character is that, yeah, he's a bit of a smooth talker. You can tell he's a guy who has a heart of gold and does kind of at times see his mistakes. And we see how, yeah, he's at a boarding school in California, and we do kind of see that he has a difficult relationship with his father, who he married 10 months later after his mum's death. And you can kind of tell that his father does want Jake to come back and sort of sort things out. And I really wouldn't call Jake's father a bad guy. I think it's kind of clear that he just wants Jake and his sister to have a mother in the family and wants to try and sort things out. We kind of see how he kind of gives Jake an offer to have the vintage Porsche if he arrives at home by 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve for dinner, which is going to be at Lunchmont, New York. And we see how Eddie, who's meant to be Jake's nemesis, and a trio of goons pretty much strand him in the middle of the desert, dressed as Santa Claus. And of course, over the course of the film, we kind of see how Jake journeys from buses, hitchhiking, long distances, and all that to get back home, as well as learning that Eddie also is planning to take his girlfriend with him, and of course, journeys out to try and stop Eddie, as well as being time for the family. And I think the message of the story is pretty simple, about trying to use your surroundings, get to where you need to go in time, as well as sort of realising your mistakes on the way. And I think what makes Jake definitely work as a great foil to Eddie is that he does actually realise his mistakes. You actually do see him actually questioning if he's doing the right thing. Again, Jake can do the right things, and you do see him kind of over time helping people in his own way, and also trying to help people at the same time realising that his family mattered more to him than the Porsche. And you can tell Ellie does care about Jake, and does know deep down Jake can be a good person deep down, and it's just kind of clear that Eddie is just a beta male, that he has no real interest in her. He pretty much sees her as an object that he wants. And I think Jake definitely works as a character. You do kind of see him questioning his actions. You do see him trying to set things right, and does try to use other tactics to help people and himself, but always does it in a safer, more kind of non-dangerous way. And I think it's a shame that I think the film did get a lot of negative reviews. But I can kind of see why. That, yeah, it's not a perfect movie, but at least Jake feels like a relatable character. Like, you can tell his dad does want to kind of work things out between him and his stepmom, and you can kind of tell that his dad does want him back for Christmas, but yeah, it's not going to be easy, so you can tell he uses something as a tactic to bring him back. Which, yeah, sometimes trying to work things out between a parent and a kid isn't always going to be easy, and sometimes being a parent means trying to do what you think is right. I think while the movie isn't perfect, I think it's one of those Christmas films that's a bit of a guilty pleasure. And yeah, I think we've all had Christmas movies over the years that will always be a guilty pleasure, or something that wasn't that bad. So I think, to me, I'll Be Home for Christmas came back with an alright Christmas gift. Not perfect, but not great. So I think it definitely deserves a thumbs in the middle. It's alright as a film, but definitely not that bad. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.